Let me start today's lecture. What we have in today's lecture, we have application of Newton laws. So we discuss Newton laws. First law, simple definition of first law is how you can explain first law. It means that when there is no external force, there is no acceleration. Second, we have F is equal to ma. This is the main equation from second law. And third law was action and reaction. So today we will discuss application of all these laws. We will solve numerical on these laws. Okay, first of all, if you want to solve question, so we will assume something like uh, if you are pulling something with rope, with string, so what we will do actually masses of that string will be negligible. We will totally ignore these masses. Same, these tension in the string or tension in the ropes will be replaced by force. Yeah, like tension, tension in this string, and we will not consider all external forces and internal forces. Like we have friction force, we will ignore that one. If there are some internal forces like interaction between the particle of an object, so we will totally ignore. So then we can solve questions, correct? So let me start first question. What is first one? First one we have equilibrium. When object is in equilibrium, why? What is equilibrium? Okay, equilibrium means when net force on a body equal to zero. Or you can say that when sum of all forces on a body equal to zero. Like for example, one body and there are many forces on that. So we consider all forces like summation of all forces on this body equal to zero along x-axis, and all forces, yeah, sum of all forces along y-axis on this body equal to zero. So we call that as equilibrium. Equilibrium means when net force on a body equal to zero. Like what? For example, a body is at rest. For example, one force on this body from this side 10 newton, second force against of this one, for example, same 10 newton. So this body will remain what? This body will remain at rest. Why? Because if we consider this one plus 10, this one is in opposite direction minus 10. So plus 10 minus 10 will cancel each other. So the body will remain at the state of rest. This is called equilibrium condition. Or, for example, if body is moving, this is in continuous motion. I mean this is in constant velocity with constant speed. Although there are some forces, for example, one force is gravitational force on the surface of earth also apply another force, normal force. Or if there are some other forces but their effect, for example, is zero, like if weight is, let's suppose, 10 newton, same there is normal force from the ground, that one is also 10 newton, but these are in opposite direction. So these two forces will cancel each other, and this body will move and with constant velocity, with constant with constant speed. Correct? So we can say that when there is no acceleration, yeah, when there is no external force, there is no acceleration. A body will remain in a state of motion with constant motion. So equilibrium condition, uh, when net force is on a body equal to zero. First condition of equilibrium is this one. Okay, example of this one uh, is, you can see a limb suspended from, for example, from ceiling. So how many forces are there? So on this limb there are two forces. One force is downward, this one is gravitational force. Second force is tension. For example, if this limb is suspended with the help of rope, with the help of string, So the force of this string, we call that as tension in the string. Yeah, this is tension force. So there is no force on x-axis, correct? So we can just write down, we can say that summation of all forces along x-axis is equal to 0 because there is no force. So summation will be 0 because there is no motion. Second thing, Second thing, all forces along y-axis must be 0 if this body is at a state of rest. So summation of all forces along y-axis also equal to 0 because this body is state of rest. This body moving neither moving downward nor upward. So equilibrium condition. So now, but how many forces are there? Sum of all forces, tension force and downward gravitational force. If we take tension force, this is along y positive x-axis, so we take this one is positive. Okay, downward force, this one is along y negative x-axis, so we take this one is negative. So we can write like tension minus gravitational force equal to what? Equal to 0 because from condition that sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0. So can we write like this one? Tension is equal to, if you transfer gravitational force to other side, so we have gravitational force. So tension in this case equal to what? Tension in this case equal to gravitational force. Both forces are same, so therefore this body remain in state of rest. It will not move from this position downward or upward because both forces, tension in the stick upward and gravitational force, yeah, weight of this body downward, these are equal but in opposite direction, so their net effect is 0. So it means both are equal. Correct. Okay, this traffic light example. Traffic light weight is 122 Newton. This is weight of it. But this traffic light is hanging from two cables. You can see one cable on this side and second cable on this. Okay, so uh, tension in the string number one is T1, also making angle with horizontal. You can see angle is 37 degree. Second rope making angle 53 degree. So we need to find tension in the string. For example, tension number one in string, tension number two in the string, and tension number three in the string. Correct? Okay, how to find this string? The tension in string are forces in this string that held this body in the state of rest. So to solve this type of question, angles given, tensions are given. So first of all, we need to divide in components. Force is along x component and force is along y component. Then we add x with x, y with y, then we can find the tension in the strings. So first of all, tell me, given in this question, the weight of this uh, traffic light is 122 Newton. So how many forces on this body? Okay, just for this body. How many forces are there?
One.
One
Two,
force.
sir.
No, two.
Two, sir. Tension and gravity.
It's gravity and tension, yes.
Yes,
I think three forces.
yes. Only two forces are given. One is tension 3 and second one is downward weight, or you can say gravitational force. Okay, so if I write, for example, here that all forces on this traffic light along y-axis equal to 0, y equal to 0. because this is our first law. When there is no external force, correct, acceleration is zero. Or when acceleration is zero, this means that there is no force, external force. There is no net force. So this body is state of rest. So two forces and sum of all these two forces equal to zero because there is no motion. When there is motion, so then we cannot write sum of all forces along y-axis is equal to zero. No, then we will write second equation of motion. But after this we will discuss these. So sum of all forces along y-axis is equal to zero. So if we take tension number 3 upward, positive, and downward force, that means gravitational force, downward negative, equal to zero. So F3 equal to what? So T3 equal to gravitational force, and we know that given condition for gravitational force equal to what? 122 Newton. This is given in question, 122 Newton. This is weight of the traffic light. First one. Second one. Okay. Now I want to find all forces, for example, on this area. Now you can see all forces here. So this one is first part. All forces along y-axis equal to 122 Newton. Now second part, you can see here ropes. Angles are given 37 degree, 53 degree. So let's suppose tension number 1, write in components, split in components. Same, if you resolve this also in components. Component along x-axis and component along y-axis. Tension number 1, so what is this one? This is actually tension number 1 along y-axis. This one actually tension number 1 along x-axis. T2, so tension number 2 component along y-axis and tension number 2 component along x-axis. Who will tell me what is this one, T2y? Tension number 2 component along y-axis.
It's sine.
T
It's T2.
T
T2
T
are the
sine 90 plus.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. This one is sine 53 degree. T2 into sine 53 degree. What about this component? So
It's T2 sir cos 53
T2
degree.
yes,
cosine.
T2 into cosine of 53 degree. Okay, what is the value of this one? T1.
T1
Yes,
cosine 37 degrees sir.
great, great. So T1 into cosine of 37 degree. Correct? But you can see if this one is positive x-axis, so this will be negative x-axis. So can I write here minus T1 cosine 37 degree because this is on negative x-axis.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, professor.
Okay. So what about T1y? So T1y we can write this
T1
is,
sine.
yeah,
Yes.
sine of 37 degree. 37 point something, yeah, 37. Correct? So all forces along x-axis equal to what? Equal to 0. Why 0? Because there is no motion. So force equal to 0, there is acceleration also equal to 0. So now we have two forces along x-axis. How many forces? Just two forces. One force is, you can see, positive x-axis, second one is on negative x-axis. So we can write like this one, that T2 into cosine of 53 degree minus, I will write minus T1 into cosine of 37 degree. This is equal to 0. Correct? If you transfer negative minus T1 other side, so we have only what? T2 equal to, we have T1 into cosine of 37 degree. Correct? Also we have what? We have cos 53 degree. So if we divide both sides by cosine 53 degree, so this will be divided by cosine of 53 degree. This is the tension number 2 equation. Correct? Now, if you find cos 37 degree and cosine 53 degree, so value of this one is, you can see here, 1.33. Find cosine 37, then find cosine 53. So when you divide, result is what? Result is 1.33 into T1. This one is your result. T number 2 is equal to 1.33 into T1 video. Tension number 2. Okay, now how many forces are along y-axis?
3, I guess.
Yes, yes. Just here we have two forces, but if we consider tension number 3, so then we have 3 forces along y-axis. One is downward, T3 downward, this one upward, and these two upward. So take T1 y and T2 y. These are positive. T2 is downward, so take this one is negative. So if I write here, we have T2, you can write T1. So T1 sine of 37 degree. This one is upward, you can see here. Plus, we have next one, T2 into sine of 53 degree. And what we have third one? Third one is T3. This one is downward. So we take this one is downward minus T3 equal to what? 0. Sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0, because also there is no motion along y-axis. So sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0. So if we arrange this one, how we can arrange? Let me arrange this one. How? For example, we know the value of T2. Correct? We know that T2 is equal to 1.33 T1. So next slide, remember this one. If you are okay, remember this one. Next slide, I will tell you. Correct? In previous section, we have T1 into sine 37. Then we have what? Then we have T2 into sine 53. You can see from previous slide. What we have here? T2. So what is the value of T2? 1.33 T1. So we replace this one, T2, with what? 1.33 T1. You can see here, 1.33 into T1. Sine 53 minus, this was T3 video, and from first equation we know that gravitational force R T3 is equal to 122. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can arrange this one. We have T1 sine 37 degree. We have what? 133, 1.33 T1 sine 53. So if we take T1 common, T1 is common from first two. So we are left with only sine of 37 degree plus we have 1.33, and we have what? We have sine of 53. Sine 53. If you transfer minus 21, 122 to other side, this will be 122. So now we need to find sine 37. We need to find sine 53 degree. So when you find sine 53 degree, multiply with 1.33 and then also find sine of 37 degree. So when you simplify this one, so result will be what? Let me
Sine
finalize
x
it.
cosine y plus
Yes.
cosine x cosine
Yes.
y sine x.
So we have T1. So let me find out this one. Just give me 1 minute. We have sine of 53 degree, correct? Then if you multiply with 1.33, correct? 8. Addition of sine 37 degree. So result is 1.66. 1.66 equal to what? Equal to 122 degree. So if you divide both sides by 166, so 1.66. So what is the value of T1? So T1 is equal to 122 divided by 1.66. 122 divided by 1.66. Result is 73.4. This one is 73.49 Newton or 73.5, you can say 5 Newton. This is tension in the string number 1. Now, how you can find tension in second one? So, if you use previous equation was this one. T2 is equal to 1.33. Yes, T2 is equal to 1.33 into T1. So now replace 1.33 and T1 replace with what? 73 degree. Yeah, 73.49. So what is our
It's
result?
97.74, sir.
Yes. So 97.4 Newton. Tension number 2. You can see tension number 1 is 73. Tension number 2 is equal to what? 97. What was the main question in what was given in question? That if the
Can the rope support the tension?
yes, you can see here, given that if the tension in them exceed 100 Newton, so then the cable will what? The cable will break. But you can see from the result that the tension in the string, first one is 73 and second one is 97. So tension in the string will not exceed 100. When this tension exceed 100, so then the rope will break and you can see the traffic light will fall down. So in this way, we can solve question, we can find forces, we can find tension in the string. Correct? So this was for application number 1, yeah, Newton law, Newton first law of motion, that sum of all forces on a body equal to 0. Yeah, when there is no acceleration, when there is no force, there is no acceleration. We have second one, second equation of motion. You can try this one. This question is given, answer is also given, so you need to try this one. If not, so then we can discuss in office time. Same, you can try this one. Okay, how to find, yeah, how many forces are on body number 1? Picture number 1, you can see here. How many forces are here?
2.
2 forces. How?
Yes.
2 forces.
One is the gravity force and the other one is the tension that is
Yes.
taking it up there.
Yeah, for example, we have, you can see rope is here. So one force is tension, which one is upward, and second one is gravitational force downward. Fg, you can say Fg, gravitational force. Correct? So you can solve how to find tension. So if you compare this one, there's sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0. So there are two forces, one is tension, one is gravitational force, Fg, or you can say weight. So both these are equal to 0. So it means that tension is equal to Fg, where you can see what is Fg. So Fg is equal to mg. F is equal to ma from second equation. F is equal to ma. For vertical motion, uh, mg or ma. It means that both are same. A and g both are same for vertical motion. Your values are 9.8 value. So you can find the value of tension. Where m is given, you can see mass is given 5. Multiply with what? G value,
9.8, sir.
9.8. So when you multiply, this will give you 49
14.
Newton. Now, second body, how many forces are here on second body? So,
It's
okay, same.
forces.
Both bodies are connected with rope. So tension here, tension number 1 and tension number 2, both are same because both bodies are connected. Same acceleration produced in this one. If these are moving, so both are same because these both bodies are connected with the what? With the rope. Correct? So consider these tension number 1 and tension number 2 is just tension. No need of writing tension number 1 and tension number 2. So same on this body, yeah, you can say that sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0. Both forces, both masses are same 5, 5. So there is no motion. So sum of all forces equal to 0. So how many forces? If you take tension upward and your gravitational force Fg are weights downward, so m1 with g plus m2 with g, correct? But like this one, both are negative, m1 and m2. This tension is upward, so downward force is m1 m2. Or if you transfer this one, so tension in this equal to m1g plus m2g. Okay, how to find? You can find mass is 5 multiply with what?
9.8, sir.
Yes, 9.8. Same, second mass is also 5 multiply with 9.8. So when you find these, result will be 98 Newton. Tension in these will be 98 Newton. Correct? So you can solve this one. Try this one, and then also we can discuss in my office time. So we have other bodies, so we need to discuss. Now, application of uh, okay, we have application of Newton's second law when there is motion. So then we can say that sum of all forces along x-axis or along y-axis equal to what? ma. We cannot then write 0 because now we have acceleration. You can see, for example, rocket moving upward. Correct? So sum of all forces on this rocket equal to mass time acceleration in this rocket. Okay, we are left only 1 minute for this meeting, so I will finish this one. Then after 4 to 5 minutes, I will start again, and I will solve just one example from this one. Then it's enough for today. But I will start my meeting after 4 to 5 minutes. Right? 4 5 minutes is break for you guys. Thank you.